This car, 200 Series Landcruiser, they're just King's drawers, nothing special. I've just done a quick slap together piece of ply with a bit of boarding underneath, and it just slides and actually sits in the drawer and stays there. Cheap burner. This all stays in the drawer. So if you look at the back there, it all just stays there. All that cooking stuff is in this side. Fridge slide. So again, just King's, nothing special. We've got a 45 litre Dometic Waco, same deal. That sits up there. Rocky uses this for shopping too, so if she knows she's going to be out for the day, she'll shop and then put her stuff in the fridge. And this takes from about 24 degrees down to 0 about 15 minutes, so it cools really quickly. It doesn't use a lot of power. The front of the cars, these factory came with dual batteries. This one, which a lot of people do, I've split them. So when I say they came with dual batteries, they came with 2 batteries, but they actually are both cranking batteries, so it's no good to you if you want to run accessories. It flattens both batteries. So what we generally do is we split them up, so we have one cranking, one accessories battery. This one's got a 110 amp hour glass battery under the bonnet, and I've run a DC-DC red arc charger. The reason you do that, the new cars, they've got dodgy alternators in them. This one's a temperature sensing, so it actually ramps the voltage back. Other alternators, what they call a smart alternator, they're not so smart and they don't charge the accessory battery properly, so you need to go to a DC-DC charger. There are different brands. There's Projector do one, Red Arc do one, I think Thunder do one. There's a couple of different brands in the market. I use Red Arc, it's Australian made. They're a good unit. Everything Red Arc makes is generally good, so I've used that. Solar on the roof. So all this has kind of got to be played with yet. I want to incorporate, I've got a water tank up there too, 50 litres of water. So if you come around here, so we just got a hose, so when we day trips, whatever, it's just gravity fed. So I wash my hands and carry on. So what I want to do is try and incorporate the solar panel and the water tank into a frame so it can be removed if need be, and it frees up more space on my roof rack. Again, cheap King's awning. I sort of, value for money, I'd rather just throw that away after 2 or 3 years than spend $1,000 on an awning. I don't see the point. In saying that, I've had an earlier one, which was, I think it was Tigers 11 originally, and that awning was like 8 years old. It's actually up here, and we use that now for the side of the caravan to cool, to keep the sun off the fridge. So, I mean, they last. So that's about it. So that's our day trips. This vehicle, you know, if you look at it, it's not standard. It has been lifted. It's got 2 inches lift, front and rear. Airbags underneath as well, just to counteract the weight sitting over it when we're towing. It's got EFS suspension all round. It's got EFS extreme shocks under it. If we give you a look, so they're a pretty serious size shock. Yeah, so safari snorkel, side rails, bull bar, that's all powerful 4x4 stuff. So basically that's how we got it. It's nothing special. You know, it's no different to most other ones you see on the road. I've done my little touches on it. Like, I've got power supply here as well, so if I want to run anything at the front I can. Same in the back, there's a power supply obviously for the fridge, and there's another power supply underneath that charges the caravan battery. We've got down under here. These 200 series come with an inverter in them, factory. So 240 volt here. So that one we just use for charging GoPro batteries and that sort of thing. But as I say, nothing special. You don't need to spend a fortune to be able to just get out there and go on to a day trip and be comfortable doing it. Like, you know, we can cook a full meal in the back of this car, and if it's raining, jump under the awning, which is what's happened before many times, and you can still be comfortable. And as I said, all this stuff is cheap. Like, second hand, the bull bar was second hand, the side steps and rails was second hand. The other thing we got set up, which is something we haven't done before, and it's something that sort of we thought, well, we got sick to death of carting stuff in and out and trying to put a kit together. So now we've got a bag. That's Kmart. It's literally, I don't know, what was it, 30 bucks? 30 bucks from Kmart. And we just have it set up. So everything's in there. Plastic plates that you can throw away, paper plates, our plates, cutting board, knives, forks, tongs, all your sauces, toilet paper. I've got a burner there, so that just goes on top of these butane bottles, just if we want to start a fire or anything like that. Just all your basics, salt and pepper, and that literally comes with us every time we want to go camping. We just pick it up and go. And again, that sits in the bag as well. That's just a windshield. Alright, so that's it guys, that's how we do it, day trips.